She killed my daughter.
You are the devil.
Tuesdays.
I will make your life a living hell.
It's all coming out now.
I'm in deep with Jim, bitch.
Does that mean you're not going to protect Candace's family?
What's scandalous?
Did you go and see Broderick?
Ladies!
Seductive.
You shouldn't be alone.
Shocking bombshells will Tyler Perry drop next.
I have something to tell you.
This stuff will kill you.
Benny Young did that to you. I want him dead.
So why don't you do it?
The Haves and the Have-Nots, Tuesdays, 8, 7 Central.
All right, Haves and Have-Not fans, you just saw the preview for next week's episode, Pink Unicorn, Season 9, Episode 5, airing June 29th. So, I did my review for last night's episode. I thought it was pretty it was a solid episode of the Haves and the Have-Nots. 7 out of 10 score. Easily the best one of the season so far. And next week looks pretty intense. I mean, we got some returning faces. We have a new face, but we'll get to that in due time. So it looks like Marco has Akil drive to like a random parking garage and they're going to fight it out. I mean, there's a scene where Marco has the gun on Akil as he's walking around the car, but these two will get into a brawl. Now, I feel like it's safe to say with two hitmen, one or both of them will die. Let's leave it at that. And I guess you could say that based on who makes it out of this fight alive will determine the fate of one or more characters. And maybe I'll do a separate video on that. But we got Celine calling Jim the devil, who then pushes that title back to Veronica. Oh, no, the devil's standing right beside you. Because of the fact that he called her out for killing Amanda, and it's just a question of, but did you really do it? Maybe. But we get Catherine telling Hannah, he's like, ooh, did you go check on Broderick? Because remember, Hannah was given like a laundry list of stuff to do for Catherine, but Broderick's on the phone with Catherine saying, let me explain. Oh, no, you don't need to explain. You had women over at my house. So that's going to be pretty interesting because if I'm not mistaken, we get a scene of Hannah standing over the bed going, ladies. And then Broderick's like, oh, shit. So did Broderick have those ladies over? Or did Wyatt have those women over? I'm willing to think it was all Broderick. And speaking of which, while Wyatt's getting high, he's also getting paranoid. Like, wait, who's over there? Who cleaned the kitchen? Who did this? Who did that? It's like, Wyatt, I think you're... No, it's Mr. Cryer to you. So Wyatt probably gets high as a kite, then goes out and does whatever while Broderick's laying in bed with a couple of women. So from there, we get Conley. Well, actually, Benny, he's on the phone with Rihanna asking her how she's doing. She's, drinking by herself. And like, Benny's like, oh, no, you shouldn't do that alone. No, I don't think it's a good idea for you to come. No, send me the address. Which goes against the advice that Mitch gave Benny about staying low until he figures things out. And we get Conley, who actually came to Savannah. So, folks, for those people wondering who's the surprise person who apparently sneaks into the motel room and scares Candace, is Conley, because he came all the way there to see her, saying that, hey, I approve of you because Charles needs a shark like you in his ear when it comes to dealing in the world of politics. Now, what Candace does with this information, we'll have to figure it out, but I don't know if we should trust him. All right, so Vinny calls out Mitch for meeting with Jim, because remember, Sandy said Mama Rose and Vinny know about your lies. And Mitch actually asks, well, wait, are the Youngs no longer being protected? And we get like a cutaway scene of Mitch being slammed against the wall. So I don't know if this happens before or after he goes to meet with Vinny. So maybe he goes to meet with Vinny, and then after Mitch leaves the office, he gets roughed up. I don't know. But remember, there is that one scene in the trailer, not this trailer, but the season-long trailer, where Candace and Mitch, Candace gets dragged away and Mitch gets beaten up. So Vinny actually has another scene, but Sandy's saying, I want to kill that Benny kid. And then Vinny's like, well, why don't you do it? And like I said in my preview, I'm like, if Vinny was there and saw how easily Sandy got the hell beaten out of him, he probably would have helped Benny because of the fact that it was an embarrassment to the Malone family. And then in the final scene, it looks like Veronica's going to some like club or restaurant or something, and walks up to somebody saying, I have something I need to tell you. And if you don't know who this character is, it's a character who I thought we would never see because of the episode count left. And this is William, who is allegedly Jeffrey's real father, sadly not portrayed by Babyface Edmonds. So with that being said, pink unicorns. Yeah, I bet Veronica says something like that to William, because apparently William used to be gay, but he's not gay anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the preview. Looks pretty damn good. I can't wait to see what happens next. Looks like we might actually get some more death next week, because last night's episode definitely was a setup for more deaths to come, while also addressing a previous death. So, with that being said, thanks so much for tuning into the episode. I appreciate the support on the channel. If you want to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App, or at the very least, make sure you like and subscribe.